We've got another exciting array of classic car events to look forward to in 2024, and one of the big curtain raisers for the new season is the NEC Restoration Show here in Birmingham. Now this show, as the name suggests, has a restoration theme, so what better place to start than how many restorations start? With a barn find and the big barn find display.
But first, our friends at Lancaster Insurance are running monthly giveaways. You can win all sorts, from experience days to tools, restaurant vouchers and tech. So check the video description for full details and to enter.
Now these barn find displays are always brilliantly curated, and I thought this was a great place to start. A 1985 Fiat Uno Turbo. Now the Uno was 40 years old last year, but the Turbo didn't come out until 1985. And this B-registered car from 1985 is obviously one of the first. A little bit dusty, needs a little bit of restoration, but I love these. These are pretty much extinct now, these early cars. Love the Speedline wheels. Just lovely all throughout, really worthy restoration product. And when you're finished, you're going to have something that is just not seen anymore. It's brilliant contrast just in this one display. I mean, we've got a Isetta bubble car here. You can see a Cadillac over in the background here. Just remarkable. I'm a big Ford fan, so this one really stands out for me. This is a Escort 1300 Sport Mk2. Still got the stripy seats in it, which is the rarity. And probably one of the most challenging projects here, if you were to take it on, would be this Triumph Stag in the background. I mean, that's certainly the definition of a brave restoration right here, as you can see. Probably not one I could take on, but I'm sure there's someone out there who has got enough brave pills to have a go at that one. Now I've just bought myself a Mk1 Fiesta, so I've got a bit of a vested interest. But this one is something truly special. It's Donald Healey's last car, a Ford Fiesta by Healey, made in 1978 for the American market. Unique, a one-off, loads of special little features, including a 105 brake horsepower, 1600 crossflow, 4 years before, well, 3 years at least, before we got the UK market XR2 with less power. So really special, really nice touches. Just unique, and probably one of my favourite cars at the event because you'll never find another one. So the partner of iconic auctioneers, Classic Car Auctions, are holding another brilliant everyman classic sale here, and it's full of really pristine examples, but sometimes the most intriguing ones are the barn finds and things like that. And of course, being a restoration show, it's very appropriate. We'll start with this Interceptor. Now I think this is probably quite a brave job for someone. Now if you can see down here, there's maybe been a few repairs in the past, but I won't poke that too hard because it's a bit flaky, but definitely think there's something there for someone. But the one that's really caught my eye, because it basically looks like my own car, is this Mini 1275 GT. And in fact, I thought it was my own car because it's missing the same A panel. It's from the same year, it's from the same colour, and it has the same red stripes. So I'll be looking at this one with interest to see what it does, to kind of give myself a valuation on my own car. But this one's probably a bit more honest than mine. And despite the fact that it looks quite dilapidated, it's still got the original narrow sills and things like that, so I don't think it's had a bad restoration in the past, and I really think that will stand it in good stead. So if you want a Mini 1275 GT project, this could certainly be the one. I mean, done, it's going to be worth really good money, and it's got all the basics there to make a really nice car, in my opinion. I've had a really good look over it. I mean, I'm a bit super nerdy with these. It's got the proper D20D chassis number. Now, early Clubmans had the bonnet stay on this side, and later Clubmans had the bonnet stay on this side, and this car's got both. a provision for both. So clearly a crossover, about the right year. And just looking around it, it's really honest. It's actually been off the road since 1979, so a great project. Another favourite is this Rover P6, ex-Hampshire Constabulary, still in the police livery. Was once owned by Lord Mountbatten, who had it painted black to blend in a little bit more. Then it's been returned to its police livery more recently. A wonderful thing, a V8S, and what a car, you know. Estimate of 15 to 20,000 pounds, get a bit of history. Very special Capri, genuine Tickford turbo. Now this one had an engine fire when it was much younger. It's come back like a phoenix from the flames, been restored. Our sister magazine, Classic Ford, used the brilliant headline Aston Martin to reflect both the fire and the fact that these were prepared by Aston Martin. So what a machine. I drove one of these a couple of years ago in the rain, and in the rain it was terrifying, in the dry it was tremendous. And I want one. I can't afford this one, sadly, but I hope it goes to a very good home because it looks like a lovely example. Now, another real rarity is this Yugo Sana. And when was the last time you saw one? There's probably fewer than 5 Yugo Sanas left in the UK, and we believe this is the only remaining GL model. It belongs to a friend of mine, Matt Pink. It's been recommissioned after a couple of decades off the road, and it's here at the show. Welcome to 1970 with 3 brilliant orange Bond bugs. You've got a 700 ES, another 700 ES, and a third 700 ES, all in wonderful condition. I really like these. Great three-wheeler with the engine in the front, all the gearbox tunnel right in the cabin, just wonderful things. These look to be in great condition. I love the little cosmic alloys, I love the orange, and I love the stripe around the back. You just can't get more 70s than one of these. Well, it's a restoration show, and these guys here are certainly practicing what the show preaches. An FSO Polonez from 1987, basically being rebuilt in kit form from scratch. Now they've got the whole weekend to do it, so fingers crossed they get it finished and it's a driving car by Sunday. That would be absolutely remarkable. I mean, again, another real rarity at this show being brought back to life. So now we're over on the MG Car Club's Z register stand. These guys have been doing a brilliant campaign called Save Our Zs to get all the Z cars basically they can back on the road, including this one, which unfortunately died on the way here. It's going to need repairing before it can go home, so they're really getting stuck in and showing what the show's all about. Variety in this restoration show is absolutely fantastic. Not everything is standard, there's some brilliant modified cars, including this Jaguar S-Type Restomod, which sports these incredible 3-piece wire wheels, split rims. It's owned by Richard Walmart. Now, I've never met him, but I know he churns out some incredible custom creations. The plan for this is to make it rotary engined. It already looks amazing as it is, and just what a star car. It's just brilliant patina, great little touches, some real vision, and I can't wait to see it finished. Now, headline sponsor Lancaster Insurance have created a brilliant display of cars. I mean, there's all sorts here. You've got Austin A35s, you've got an early Golf, a Lancia Delta Integrale, an MG SV, Minis, but for some reason I'm just drawn to this very early Rover Metro GTI. I think this is an SPI car, really nice condition, Replaced the MG Metro, of course. I love the seats in these with the lightning fabric. I love the cross-spoke wheels. This looks to be an absolutely fantastic example. They've really gone up in value. I mean, you'd really struggle to find one now, but this one, I mean, under these very critical lights as well, is just a fabulous example. Another great car on the Lancaster Insurance Pride of Ownership competition that's caught our eye is this Mk3 Escort Cabriolet SE. Now, you might think it's an RS Turbo because it's got the same body kit and the owners fitted the same RS Turbo wheels and it has the RS badging. But this was a special edition non-turbo cabriolet. Originally would have had white pepper pot wheels. Obviously the white hood, the white paint, about as 80s as you can get. Now there's plenty to keep Griffin fans happy at this event as well. Vauxhalls and Opels everywhere. We particularly like this Mk2 Astra GTE 16 valve with the famous red top engine. I think this one's on Cavalier wheels, obviously been lowered. Absolutely brilliant condition. Do like a Mk2, immaculate throughout. And of course, yeah, like I say, that legendary red top XE engine, you know, a tuner's favourite. So this car, I've driven one of these, they are rapid. And this one is in really, really special condition. There's been a bit of a rarity theme at this show, and well, how about this? A 1983 MG Maestro 1600. This is one of the very first examples of any Maestro, let alone an MG. This has got the 1600 E series engine with the twin carbs. Just recently come out of a restoration. I'm particularly fond of this because it has original dealer plates with my hometown Bury St Edmunds on there. I absolutely love this. I grew up with MG Maestros. My dad had one. It was a 2-litre O series injection, but this is kind of the where it all started, the Genesis, the 1.6, the E series. So rare now, and lovely to see a survivor like this back out and looking this good. So as you can see from my little walk around, the variety at this event is absolutely brilliant. It's not as big as the November flagship NEC Classic Motor Show, but it's intimate, it's interesting, there's lots of fun activity going on, there's people working on their cars, and there's plenty to see. So we've had a really good time. If you came to the show, let us know what you thought in the comments.